I have assigned ASCII value for this character. Okay, 65 represents whenever you want to get whatever the output stored in this variable, so 65 will not be printed, you will get A. Okay, let us see. So char is 1 byte. Char is what? Char is 1 byte. So try to understand all these. Byte is 1 byte is equal 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 8 bits. So 1 byte is equal to 8 bits means this char is having capable to store 8 bits. This integer variable, it can be able to store 2 or 4 bytes data. So up to how many integer values, means all whole numbers without any decimal values. Okay, so 2 or 4, how much of is the size of integer. So if 2 bytes, how many 2 bytes means 2 into 8 bits, so 16 bits. So 2 to the power 16, 2 to the power 16. So we were discussing what int data type, its data storing capacity, data storing size is 2 or 4 bytes. What it means that 2 bytes means, I told you that 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. So 2 into 8 bits, 16 bits. So 2 into 8, 16 bits. So 2 into 16 bits means it will give the result 65,536. Understood that? So if we take the division of this number 65,536 divided by 2, okay, so it gives the printout of half. What is the half value? What is the half? This much. So 32,768 means that integer stores from positive integer to negative integer 32,768 to 32,767. So then what happened? 32,768 plus 32,767. Positive side 32,768, negative side 32,767. So the total will give 65,535. What about the 6 last? So 0 will be included, means it stores up to, okay, it stores up to 32,768. So it stores the values 32,768 to, okay, 32,000 minus 32,767. So both included. If we include, no need to write positive here, okay, understand, positive integers, no need to write positive. So 32,768 to minus 32,767, both included, the result will give 65,535. So 0 to be included here, 0 to be, okay, 0 is there, 32,000 in between, 0 is there, okay, 32,768 to 0, okay. So now the total value 65,536. If means it can store 2 bytes or 4 bytes. If we take 4 bytes, so lengthy numbers can store. 4 bytes means 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 4 into 8, 32 bits. 4 into 8, 4 into 8, 4 bytes means 4 into 8 means 32 bits. So we need to take the calculation for this 32, 2 power 32. Yeah, I am calculating in Python. Okay, this Python code, that is what PyCharm code editor. This is the PyCharm code editor for Python. Understand? I am doing the calculation in Python. Now if you run this code, you will get this much of number. Means what? Now this is what 40, how much of time numbers it can store. Okay, ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore. Okay, 10 crores, 100 crores, 429 crores, 49 lakh, 67,000. So this much of number it can be able to store. Okay, so if you divide this number, you copy this one and you paste here. If you paste, now run this code. So 2 crores, 214 crores, 74 lakh, 83,000. Positive, from positive side to negative side. Okay, so you need to understand like this. Next, what about this float? Float will store 4 bytes. 4 bytes means, I told you that 4 bytes means 4 into 8 bits, 32 bits. 4 into 8, 32 bits. So calculation is what? 4 into 8, 32 bits. So 2 ki power 32. So this much of large number can be stored from positive to, if you divide, so this is the positive side and then negative side. Okay, negative side including 0. Okay, now come down. Next, double 8 bytes of data. 8 bytes of data means, so float always stores decimal numbers. Okay, here only integer numbers, no any decimal value. Even the 10.0 is a float. 10.0 means float, not integer. So every time float must be having 10.5. So if you put it 0, it is a float number, not integer. Okay, try to understand. So double float will be having capacity, precision is what? It will store up to 6 digits. Okay, precision, how much of floating values it can hold, up to 6 digits. Double is a float type of data type, so it stores up to 16 digits of 16 digits of decimal values, up to 16 values, 16 decimal points, because its range is 8 bytes. 8 bytes means 8 into 8, 64 bits. So that time we need to calculate here 2 ki power 64. So we will get large number here. We will get large number. This much of value it can store. Okay. So next is what? Code blocks. So means what? Double can store large number of float value, decimal values. Float will store only 4 bytes. Char will store only 1 byte. So now let us try to get the printout of all these numbers. Okay, so first of all, char. So we will use printf function. Okay, I told you that if you want to get whatever the value stored in this value, we need to use format specifiers. Always the format specifiers will be declared in what? Double quotation marks. Before that we need to keep percentage. Okay, now this format specifier indicates the compiler, because C is a compiler based program. So this variable stores